Let me cover the shutdown itself. When it comes to the shutdown, people are like, oh, it's not fair. There's 800,000 workers. It's unfair. It's bad for them. Absolutely. I don't want anybody to lose their job. Of course not. But many of you who are watching now, or friends, you've lost your job before. You got laid off, or you got fired, whatever the case may be. You got any of those things. All right. Where was your TV show? What happened to you? Did somebody rush to pay your rent? Was the entire country feeling sorry for you? No. People get laid off all the time. Large companies lay off thousands of people every year. Where's their sympathy? Because they're government workers, they're magical? I heard someone actually crying saying, these are the people who are putting their lives on the line to protect us. No, they're not. No, they're not. The TSA is doing right now exactly what it was doing before. Nothing. Capturing exactly 0 terrorists, helping exactly nobody, wasting massive amount of time. They were doing that before the shutdown. They're doing that now. But here's the worst part of it all. When this shutdown's done, they're going to get all of their money back. Every single dollar is going to get, every single dollar is going to get paid back to them for not working. For not working. Every single dollar is going to get paid back to them. Why do we feel so horribly sorry for them? Like they're so horribly destroyed. I don't mean to be bad. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be realistic here. Let's stop feeling sorry for these people any more than anyone else. You should feel sorry for them like anyone else who lost their job. When you lost your job, did someone rush to pay your rent or pay your mortgage or pay your car note? No. But all of a sudden, because you work for the federal government, now we're supposed to stop giving you money? When you're going to get all that money back? When you got laid off and you had to be off for a month, 2 months, did you get back pay? No. Of course not. That is the worst part. They're still going to get paid anyway. That's a problem. There's one more piece too that's tough. And that is we're not realizing what this actually means. If we actually have several 100,000 workers in America who have government jobs, and if it's true, and I hope it's exaggerated, but I don't know. I hope it's exaggerated. If we have 100,000 or more of these people who really are struggling and are ready to go bankrupt after missing one paycheck, how strong is our economy? This is my bigger worry than anything else. This may have brought up a bigger point that we should be concerned about. These jobs are supposed to be normal middle-class jobs. It's supposed to be. Maybe they're not, in which case that's a problem. And then why in the world are these people who are supposed to have middle-class jobs all of a sudden miss one paycheck and they're broke and they're going to lose their house? Don't get me wrong. If you're poor, you're poor. I've been poor. I know how that works. You miss one paycheck, you're in trouble. But middle-class people are not supposed to be that way. They're supposed to be able to go a paycheck or two because either they have savings or they have another spouse or they have something. That's what's supposed to happen. That's not happening here. Not just that. It really brings out a lot about our government. About 1 in 7 employees in America is a government employee. 1 in 7? What are we, a socialist country? The government's is our largest employer behind Walmart? Why is that a thing? Do you understand how bad that is? And I go one step further. 800,000 people are considered non-essential. 800,000 are non-essential? What organization could survive with 800,000 non-essential employees? I don't think there's an organization on the planet besides our government that could survive that would actually have to have 800,000 non-essential employees. How many are essential? Wow. Just that concept. And then look at the average person. Is the average person affected horribly by this shutdown? No, it isn't. The average person isn't. And when they will be, and some will be, don't get me wrong, some will be. So how about instead we start thinking, how can we make this work without it? How can we make it work without it? Now, some of you know the cool, and I'm going to give a little bit of libertarian piece here. Look, a lot of you saw a lot of libertarians jumped out and actually started doing some volunteer work. And that's great. We should do more volunteer work. But we could also make it profit work too. We could make businesses step in. We can make individuals step in. There are so many ways we can make people step in and do things. We could, but we're not getting that. What we're getting is either I love Trump or I hate Trump. Trump isn't the issue here, guys. And I'm going to tell you something that you're going to think is crazy. But I said this 2 years ago about this time. 2 years ago on my Facebook wall, I literally said, I don't think Trump is going to run in 2020. I stand by that. I don't think Trump is going to run in 2020. I think the economy is going to tank. And I think it'll probably happen heavily because of this, which is the second thing I keep hearing. The economy is struggling because the 800,000 workers being let off and because money isn't being pumped in to the economy. That's what's keeping our economy afloat. That's not a strong economy. Second piece that tells me we don't have that strong of an economy. If this economy begins to collapse by 2020, I don't see Trump running. I think he's going to back off. If you have an excuse or a reason, whatever, I don't think he'll run. And I still don't think he'll run. I could be wrong, and you guys will laugh at me, and John Lang will be laughing all day. That's fine. I don't think he's going to run. I think that he's just going to say whatevs, and he's going to walk away. I think he's going to walk away, and someone else is going to have to run. That's what my gut tells me. Because I just don't think that he's not getting done what he wants to get done. If you're a Trump supporter, you're probably upset because he's not getting done what he wants to get done. He is absolutely being blocked at every point. That's absolutely true, a fact. Whether you like or don't like Trump, that's true. So he's being blocked. And with him being blocked, why should he keep going? He'll stop. I'm being blocked. I'm gonna stop. Let me just end this now and walk away. I think he is going to walk away. That's just my opinion, but that's besides the point. The point I was trying to bring up here, though, is, without question, this shutdown has shown that this economy may not be as strong as we thought it was, and that we may have a problem with the middle class, and that we have a whole lot of people in government who are just getting paid, and something else. The media is complicit. The media is jumping on this, oh my God, these 800, 1,000 people are losing their jobs. What happened when so many others lose their job? So many others lost their job. Many people here have lost their job. And no one rushed to pay your rent, your mortgage, your car note at all. It's a problem.